Hi, my name is Claire DeMattias, and I'm honored to serve in Governor Carney's administration as Secretary of the Department of Human Resources. I see every day how state employees show up for one another and serve our families, children, students, community, and people in need in our state. State government is about people. It's about building trusted relationships and delivering results. Excellence doesn't just happen. Excellence is practiced. Excellence is a habit, a routine, a way of life. Excellence is a commitment to service. As our winners know, if you want to make a meaningful impact, you have to build relationships, practice excellence, and deliver results. The Award for Excellence and Commitment in State Service is a statewide award that was established 23 years ago. It is given to 5 State of Delaware employees or a group of employees who exemplify the highest standards of excellence and commitment in state service. Congratulations to our winners who excel at building relationships, demonstrating seasoned judgment, and delivering positive results. We are all better thanks to your service to our state.
The Delaware Award for Excellence and Commitment in State Service is an annual statewide award for up to 5 state employees or small groups of employees who exemplify the highest standards of excellence and commitment in state service. It is my pleasure to announce both the nominees and the recipients of this prestigious award. Many of the nominees for this award were chosen as their agency employees of the year, and they deserve to be recognized. The 2022 nominees were, from the Department of State, Gertrude Trudy Burke. From the Department of Transportation, Stuart Douglas. From the Department of Services for Children, Youth, and Their Families, Melissa Fox and Wayne Smiley. From the Department of Human Resources, Danielle Millman. And from the Department of Health and Social Services, Denise Greenfield, Guadalupe Lupita Murphy, Cassandra Codes Johnson, Rick Little, Nathan McCormick, Suzanne Myhock, and David Von Annen. And now I'm pleased to share the recipients selected to receive this year's awards. Angela Foraker from the Department of Health and Social Services, nominated by Geraldine Stewart and Donna Massey.
Angela Foraker, CNA, was chosen for Delaware's Award for Commitment and Excellence in State Service for her continued outstanding care and ability to work with some of our most challenging residents.
I have worked with Angie for many years as her supervisor, and she has always given 100% plus when providing care. Angela is engaging and has a way of connecting with her residents. Her calm demeanor and gentle mannerism makes it easy for her to connect with many residents here at our facility when others are unable. For example, we have an older gentleman that came to our facility from Governor Bacon when they closed during a difficult period of COVID. This gentleman, due to his mental needs, would only allow care from one staff member most days, and it had to be a white male. This staff member later retired, but prior to this staff person retiring, Angela took on the assignment of working with both the male staff member and the gentleman. It was difficult for Angela to gain his trust because Angela was not a male. Angela did not give up, even though there were days he would not even allow her to come into his room. In the course of a few months, Angela eventually gained his trust. He allowed her to begin assisting with his activities of daily living. She would work with him coming out of his room to sit in a day room with other residents and staff, even if only for 5 or 10 minutes. She eventually was able to take him for walks throughout the grounds.
During their walks, they would stop by different offices and he began speaking, shaking hands, or even giving hugs to staff. This was a major accomplishment. He is now coming out of his room and speaking with staff and other residents. He is also allowing a few other staff to assist him with personal care when Angela is off from work. Most recently, he attended his very first care plan meeting with the interdisciplinary team. He entered the room of approximately 12 members and participated during the entire meeting. This is so amazing to see the transformation that this gentleman has made with the day-to-day consistency and genuine care Angela has provided. This has touched the hearts of all the staff here in our facility. There are many more examples we could give of Angela going above and beyond for the care she provides to all our residents each and every day. Congratulations, Angela, again for being honored with Delaware's Award for Commitment and Excellence in State Service.
Nadeem Goryani from the Department of Technology and Information, nominated by Michelle Donahue.
Hi, my name is Michelle Duffy Donahue, and I am the Enterprise Resource Planning Director for the Department of Technology and Information. And I am thrilled to be here today to talk to you a little bit about Nadeem Goryani and why he was nominated for the Governor's Excellence Award. For those of you who are state employees, I'm sure you're very familiar with the my.delaware.gov website, where you can access your self-service information. For the project, originally, there was going to be two websites, and depending on if you were a state employee or a pensioner, you would have to log into one or the other of the websites. Nadeem's idea was beautiful in its simplicity. And while he's a technical person working for a technical department, it was a very simple, non-technical solution. Basically, he suggested that all self-service employees access a single website, my.delaware.gov. And we're so thrilled that he suggested that. And just a little more background, he suggested this late in the project. We were just about to implement the two website methodology, which would have caused not only confusion, but a lot of issues in the background. And initially, because we were so far along in the project, it was met with some resistance. So I want to thank Nadeem not only for the idea, but also for supporting it and making us hear that it's never too late to have a great idea. So to Nadeem, I want to congratulate you. And I'd also like to congratulate all of the other winners and nominees this year. Thank you and have a great day.
Robin Jenkins from the Judicial Branch, nominated by the Administrative Office of the Courts.
You know, myself and so many others, including the State Administrator, Gail Lafferty, who helped me put Robin in for this honor of being the Judiciary's Employee of the Year, which she won and is now going to be recognized by the governor. It was a very proud moment, not just for the AOC, but for Robin, who's been nominated several times. Just want to talk a little bit about, why Robin rises to the top in the AOC, the Administrative Office of the Courts. During COVID, during some of the times that were very difficult for the courts, Robin, as a manager, had the right to, stay at home and not have to show up to work, could work remotely through her computer. But because she was in charge of our information desk, which serves our citizens, she was in charge of our mail room, which is also a big part of the courts. And she's also in charge of our filing and payment center, which had to remain open during COVID so people could make their payments for child support and other court-related issues. Robin showed up every day, and it was her dedication and discipline, not to mention her positive attitude, that makes working with her every day a better day. And everyone says the same thing. Robin's smile and her infectious laugh just makes the workday a little bit more bearable. But some of the other things that should be noted why she was nominated and given this award, Robin also cross-trained everyone in the mailroom, the file and payment center, and the information desks, so that during times when people were either on vacation or we had an illness in the courts in one of those rooms, she cross-trained everyone so that they were completely interchangeable and we didn't have any loss of service to our citizens, not during COVID, before or after. And these are the types of ideas that she has on her own. They're not prompted by anyone else. And she's been with the courts for a very long time, but has never lost any of her enthusiasm or her willingness to help anyone inside the Administrative Office of the Courts or the courthouse itself. And lastly, when I first arrived here with the state after spending many years at the county, and I saw the summer youth program, I wanted to know where that came from. What was its genesis? And I found out that Robin Jenkins single-handedly designed the program and implemented the program and has been holding it for all these years. And many of the kids benefit from this program, and some of them actually go on to become state employees right into the court system. And I was a bit moved by that. And again, so was the state administrator who we all work for. And that's when Gail Lafferty and I, we worked together to put Robin in for this award. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm also grateful that she was selected as our Employee of the Year. She certainly has earned it.
Lisa Tingle from the Department of Services for Children, Youth, and Their Families, nominated by Kelly Dabrowski.
Hi, I'm Kelly Dabrowski with Prevention and Behavioral Health in the Kids Department, and I've nominated Lisa Tingle, who's a Family Service Assistant with our Care Coordination Unit. Lisa is an FSA downstate and has always been a wonderful asset to them. And about a year or so ago, she offered to assist the other counties, including us here, our teams up in Newcastle County. She helps the teams search for out-of-state resources for our really most complex kids. And it's a lot of time and effort, and she does such a wonderful job at it. It's a huge lifesaver for the teams up here, well, statewide really, that would have to find the time to do that as well. She does that. She knows the programs, she knows the contacts there, she has relationships with them, and she knows what programs might be good for specific youth that we work with. In addition to that, she works before and after hours to help get the children to these programs. They could be across the country sometimes, and she has gotten up and out of the house at 3 a.m. to take a youth on a plane to go to the program that they need. And it's very few people would do that. She really does. She works, again, these are our most complex children, and she does a great job with them. She keeps them, calm and just gets them where they need to be. And it's a huge help to the families that we work with and to our teams here within PBH. So congratulations, Lisa. You definitely deserve this, and I'm glad that our team was able to nominate you.
Linda Velat from the Department of Finance, nominated by Jane Gooden.
It was my pleasure to nominate Linda Velat as Employee of the Year for the Delaware State Lottery. I am thrilled that she has been selected as Employee of the Year for the Department of Finance, as well as a recipient of the 2022 Governor's Award. I nominated Linda because of the consistent, excellent service she has provided since she joined the lottery in 2015. She began as a license administrator in a regulatory role that relies heavily on customer service and is extremely busy. The lottery issued over 1,000 gaming licenses last year alone. This is important because enforcing strict licensing requirements is one way we ensure a safe environment for casino staff and patrons. In 2020, Linda moved up into her current position as operations manager in the video lottery department. In this role, she not only oversees the licensing department, but she has acquired significantly more regulatory duties. In addition, she patiently provides outstanding customer service to about 50 charitable gaming organizations, often daily. Last year, our license administrator resigned, leaving a vacancy in this very busy position. Linda immediately stepped up and filled both roles. While performing both positions flawlessly, Linda still jumped in when urgent situations arose and asked where she was needed and how she could help. Linda really outdid herself because she didn't just survive under pressure, she thrived. Linda is an incredible problem solver. In fact, I'd say it's her greatest skill, and she uses it daily. For example, here are just 3 of Linda's most recent solutions and their impact. Removal of just one question from our licensing application streamlined the process significantly, getting new hires to work sooner. Initiation of a Dropbox-style option within our online application program allows uploading of sensitive and personal information, increasing efficiency and security. Creation and implementation of a new status option in Salesforce allows us to reject applications that have been abandoned by the applicant. This alleviates countless labor-intensive denials, saving time and effort for both the lottery and the Division of Gaming Enforcement. Linda is a joy to have on our team. She goes above and beyond every single day. I am so glad to see her receive recognition for her part in making substantial improvements to licensing and to the video lottery department. And I look forward to seeing what great things she will accomplish in the future. Congratulations, Linda.
Please join me in congratulating all the nominees and recipients for the Delaware Award for Excellence and Commitment in State Service. In addition to recognizing today's recipients, I'd like to thank the 2022 Selection Committee members for taking time out of their schedules to carefully review every nomination and for making the very hard decisions about who will receive these awards. And I'd like to extend a special thank you to agency recognition coordinators for not only helping make this celebration possible, but also for their dedication and work throughout the year to recognize the efforts and accomplishments of state employees. To learn more about this year's recipients and the statewide recognition program, visit dhr.delaware.gov/training. Thank you.